Hello, this is Rudy Giuliani, and I'm here in New York City. First, I think you want to ask about the incident that happened yesterday. And of course,
first thing I have to do is to use the men's room. I walk to the men's room. I come out of the men's room. A group of people are around me, hugging me, kissing me. And all of a sudden, I feel a shot on my back, like somebody shot me. I went forward, but luckily I didn't fall down. He moves away, yelling and screaming, "You're going to kill women." He looked either drunk or high. I might have ordinarily ignored it. And I told the people there, I want this guy held and I want him arrested. They said, "We have to look at the tape." Like, you didn't trust me. They looked at the tape and they said, "My God, he really hit you very hard."
If you'd like to ask me about the incident of yesterday, which is a bit of a distraction, but also I think important because it underlines something that's happening nationwide. I arrived at the ShopRite Center in Staten Island to do last-minute campaigning for my son. I've campaigned at that ShopRite Center, I'm not exaggerating, 500 times. I think 1,000, but I'm going to say 500. Over and over. It's my favorite spot. I'm so well known there. They usually give me some water, soda, and then I usually buy something because they never take anything for nothing. Before we could get started, I had to go to the men's room. So I walked through the entire ShopRite, which you have to do to get to the men's room. I went to the men's room. I came out with one aide, actually a campaign manager, and with a group of people that started to gather around me. Very, very friendly people. About a third of the way through, I got hit on the back as if a boulder hit me. It knocked me forward a step or two. It didn't knock me down, but it hurt tremendously. I did not know what it was. I had no idea what it was. And all of a sudden, I heard someone yell out at me something I can't repeat about what I am.
He's a scumbag.
Curse words, dirty curse words, and then some more dirty curse words, and then a few more dirty, as he retreated, ran away. And then he turned around and he said that I was a woman killer. Might have made a reference to the word abortion in there. And the woman next to me grabbed me and said, let me look at that. And she felt it and she rubbed it a little and sort of massaged it and said, "God, that was a terrible blow." I felt it. And the first grade detective with me said, this guy looks like there's something wrong with him, which I interpreted as drunk or on drugs. But he kept cursing, he wouldn't stop. And he kept menacing and threatening. And I said, well, I think we have to, let's get him arrested. Let's make an example out of him because this is going on too much all around the country. And meanwhile, it was hard standing up, but I find it never fallen down in my life. So I wasn't gonna, they helped me stay up. And then of course we got the police, and the police charged him. I don't believe I filed a complaint. The police charged him, and they enhanced it to second-degree assault because of the nature of the assault. They independently interviewed the witnesses, two of whom I interviewed myself, but they interviewed many more. And then they also looked at the videotape and decided to enhance it to assault in the second degree. This has to stop.
Question from Glenn Schuck at 1010 Wins. Do you believe Mr. Gill should be charged with assault or should he be fired from ShopRite?
Yes, both.
Well, yeah, I do. There have to be consequences. I do. Oh, the question was from Wins 1010 New York. Do I believe, I didn't know his name, Mr. Gill, who I guess is in his 30s. He looked like he was in his 20s, but in any event, do I think he should be fired from his job, and do I think he should be prosecuted? You're done, right? I think he should be prosecuted. It's one thing, I'm a Christian and a Catholic, and I forgive. But I also believe in punishment as deterrent. In fact, I believe strongly in that. And I believe in the broken windows theory. I believe you let Mr. Gill go, a lot more of these crazy pro-choice people are going to start attacking people. Well, by the way, I'm not a target. I get hit that way. My shoulder hurts now. I'm going to go see a doctor later. It was painful all night. It was hard to sleep. I'm not a complainer, and I don't feel pain very strongly. But I'm telling you, it was a very, very heavy shot. Now, I'm 78 years old. I'm in pretty good shape for a 78-year-old. Not every 78-year-old is in as good a shape as me. He could have easily hit me, knocked me to the ground, and killed me by my head getting hit. Some criminal coming up to you and banging you on the back as hard as he could because he's angry at you, because he disagrees with you politically. When we allow that to happen to America, we become an uncivilized country. Gosh almighty, we're in Staten Island. I hope this DA understands the oath that he took. This guy should be imprisoned. Second-degree assault, a felony. Finally, we're holding people accountable. Finally, I thought we had a DA in New York, in Staten Island, who was a real DA in favor of protecting victims and not letting criminals go free so they can start hitting other 78-year-old men. And now I just get informed by the police they're going to downgrade the charges. Now, I don't care for me. I can take care of myself. This little punk isn't going to hurt me. You think I worry about this little punk? I worry about this little punk for you. Because if he can come and hit me, a 70-year-old man, next thing he does is going to hit you. What the hell is this DA doing letting him out of jail? Between now and the next time we catch him, who knows how many more people he's going to hit? Haven't we had enough of that? I don't know what it is, the boldness to go after elderly people. You know why they do it? They don't respect the law, and they don't respect the law because of what the DA in Staten Island is doing today. Taking a charge the police determined was assault 2 and sticking it down to a misdemeanor so he can get out, so he can hit a lot more people before they catch him again. The videotape that you see probably is a little deceptive because it just shows the hand on my back. The police observed the whole videotape, not the little piece shown to you by the dishonest press. When people are yelling and screaming and wanted to beat the living daylights out of me when I was mayor because I was trying to help them, I walk right through the crowds. I don't go out back doors. I don't sneak out. Yeah, I will continue to campaign in public. And don't you dare come up and hit me. Put this guy in jail and it won't happen again. Probably not. Am I afraid it'll happen again? Yeah, in a permissive, local New York, where they encourage crime by putting criminals out on the street, it could happen again, of course. And it's happening all over America.
One more question, and we'll go.
Yeah, another question?
Last question. Did you go to the hospital or receive any medical treatment yesterday? And what are your injuries?
My injuries are a very sore back, swelling. I didn't go to the hospital. My partner is a nurse practitioner and was head of a hospital and a very experienced emergency medical expert, has won awards for it. She looked it over, she treated it, and I'm going to go see my doctor a little later today to make sure there are no more permanent injuries. At this point, I hope there are not, but I am in a lot of pain. And that's the sum and substance of it. And the reality is, it shouldn't matter. His intent was to do serious harm. He is lucky that he didn't knock me down and I hit my skull and died or got a concussion or got seriously injured, which would then deteriorate the health of a 78-year-old. And he hit me to knock me down. Now, if that doesn't merit you jail time in New York, we got the Wild West here. And no, I'm not refusing to campaign in public. And I'll get my injuries taken care of. But the main thing is, this guy should be stopped for the benefit of all the other people that are going to get hit if he isn't. In any event, they're all telling me I should stop now because I always talk too much. But thank you. And I'll let you know later on what my doctor says. I'm hopeful there are no permanent injuries. But that shouldn't affect the fact that this guy should be prosecuted. Thank you.